Completion on first down. Again, it's Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Again, here's Haskins. The quick slant caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Dwayne Haskins taking it in. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Next to score, Redskins 7, Ravens 3. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he spins through. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Let's go now. 6 yards. Yo.
Jackson, options out left. He'll have a first down past the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
That's good for Baltimore. First down.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run from the pistol with Ingram, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
What we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Come on, set. And read. Check 56. Target.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. 44 yards, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Throwing now. Haskins on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down.
Here we go. Set. Okay, come on. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Watch me. 41's the mic. 41's the mic.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
Hey, 41's mic. 41's mic.
Haskins going to throw again. Looking long for his tight end Reed. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
41's coming. 41's
Third down. Here's Haskins. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready. Go to base.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. This to McLaurin out on the left side. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 75 yards. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 20.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Seven-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
I got him. Right here.
Ball trot.
51.
Here we go. He's checking. Crash.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down, Haskins. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll hand it now to Geis. And an alley to run. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 40 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Next to score, Redskins 21, Ravens 10.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson steps away. He uncorks it for Snead. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a handoff to Ingram. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3rd and 1.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Double dog, that's the way.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result? 6 points.
Touchdown. Jackson from the shotgun. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Time to end it. He can't hang. He's not going to get.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 2nd and 16, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. And let's get in there.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Here we go. Good work. Watch it before. I got you, son. I got you, son.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Runs over it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson brought in left side by Snead. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Montez Sweat. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. They start on the ground with Geis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. Geis again. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now. Keep your arm. Go right foot, right foot.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
I know you felt that one.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.